I'm going to be simply hearing thoughts of our friends from Pakistan and India as well. I'll start with a small story. Bulle Shah has been a saint loved by both the countries. And Bulle Shah, when he was in search of God, he visited, after a lot of visits to many other saints, he visited his Guru Shah Inayat. And when he visited him, he was in his feet. उसको क्यारी लगाना कहते हैं. He was doing that, यहाँ से उखाड़ के यहाँ लगाना. So Bulle Shah asked him that, how to get God? Then Shah Inayat answered in Punjabi, Bulle, Rab da ki pauna, ethon putna ethe launa. Such a simple manner he explained the whole process. If somebody else asks us how to get God, we'll bring Gita, Quran, Bible, this scripture, that scripture, process, 10-hour meditation. And why bring this story to you? Because the most complex things get resolved in the simplest approaches, if you get hold of the correct person. Another story. One person visits a jail. He finds the prisoners are not getting good food. So he arranges quality food for them. So the situation of the prisoners in the jail gets improved. Some other person visits the jail in the winter season. He finds them with a lot of poor clothing. So he got them better clothing, better winter clothing. So the situation with the prisoners in the jail got further improved. Third person visits the jail. He has the key to the jail. So he opens the jail, tells everybody go home. He liberates them. What I find that many of our so-called saviors, many of our so-called problem solvers are problems themselves. That is, it is in their interest to keep the problems alive. I'm privileged to have a friend on my side today, and he was sharing with me that Hindustan and Pakistan, if they get together, they can become such an incredible force for the entire world. For many problems. Become a problem solver than the problems ourselves. It is in whose interest, I'm forgetting the name of the madam is there. She was very, she brought that question to the fore. It is in whose interest that the problems persist? Who is the beneficiary? If Hindustan and Pakistan are at loggerheads, then there is somebody who will provide arms, who will sell ammunition. There is a huge industry revolving around that. Tension has to be there between the two nations for that arms industry to survive. Who is benefiting out of it? Thousands and billions of dollars we spend on arms and ammunition. For what? Both the countries have such huge, humongous problems of poverty, of illiteracy, of unemployment. Why can't they be tackled with those kind of money? So India and Pakistan possibly need to identify that who is the enemy. Enemy is India enemy for Pakistan? Is Pakistan enemy for India? Or there are common enemies? I think, see, media, is my time over? I think media that, Ashutosh did state that 2004, 2003, after that, too many channels came into existence. See, is media a service? Is it a business or is it more than a business? If it is a business, then they would do their own analysis, they would do their own things. One way, Ashutosh suggested that GRP goes off the media news channels. But danger thing is that when it is go to the business, when there are vested interests who are owning up the media and they are playing with the media for particular benefit to be arrived at. And that is, we need to identify the actual enemies. Who are the people who are trying to use media for their own benefits, in spite of the fact that tension between India and Pakistan is resulting into so many losses of lives. Afridi was very, he did say that there are 3 of his own family members got lost in that so-called war against terror. I mean, this opportunity for me in particular is such an educative one. I've learned so much. The pain is on both sides. This is always understood that, in fact, being a very new politician, I do take this liberty that many things which I have learned today from this program are going to be having a long-lasting impact on my life. That is, it's very educative for me. I have seen human face to Pakistan. I have seen that there are people like us that are also suffering. And this is, I think, such an opportunity and such a platform needs to be taken to the corners of the country, in both the nations. And in reforms, when yesterday as well as today, I had an opportunity to talk. Both the nations are suffering through the same problems. Police reforms on both sides, administrative reforms on both sides. Terrorism has been an enemy to both the nations. This input which happened in Gujarat, terrorism input came. Such an excellent initiative of Pakistan that they themselves alerted India that terrorists have entered into the nation. I think the time has come that we need to identify who are the actual enemies, and they need to be tackled by both the nations jointly. Media has on, in fact, why to go further, if you, media does try to, in my own little political career, I've had 2 controversies so far. And one of the controversy which I had done an initiative against drug mafia, they gave a spin to this story. And that spin, in fact, I was told that there are people who direct them, that you have to say this. So if those channels, if those newspapers, if they are not your friends, in spite of you having done something good, they would have a different title of the story. They would bring in something. And if they're friends of those people, then in spite of a bad news, they would give a different spin to the story. And hence, importance of media in building up, strengthening the relationship between India and Pakistan, resolving many conflicts between India and Pakistan, they need to be, and that has to be understood. And I think more important than media would be to connect the people of Pakistan and Hindustan, India, at the level of music, at the level of other creative platforms. If people of India and Pakistan, if they decide that the countries have to go this way, then the governments will have no option. And that is, such kind of platforms will surely play an important role in that direction. Our panelists today, they said that who are these fringe elements? Now, fringe elements, I mean, because in the recent time for the last almost a month, we all are witnessing in our nation the nationalism talk. Nationalism is being redefined, nationalism is being looked into. People in politics, people in power, they play dangerous games. And one of the games which is being played in our nation, we are all witnessing. I think we need to look at such attempts of polluting the environment in the nation, and they need to be tackled at the level of creators. The way forward, which in fact, I would like to ask Maniji that this dialogue which is happening today, how would you take it forward? I would like to understand that from you, because will the government be approached? Will they be told this is what happened? Or are we going to be taking more such opportunities to engage at the level of the people? That is, people in both the nations, if they become friendly, if they be known, as Srinivas said, the knowledge vacuum. We do not know about each other's nation. Our people go there, their people come here, and then both of us have healthy exchanges of information and on culture, on science, on technology, on various research initiatives. I think from there, possibly we'll be able to break through this sort of deadlock which has happened between the nations. This all of us have been saying about this the streaming and shouting television, and possibly we all think at the same channel, that one channel shouts in our nation too much than everybody else. But unfortunately, lack of mechanism to control the content which is exhibited on the channels, on which debates are woven around, that does evident damage to the fabric which our nations enjoy. At the end, I would say that such healthy exchanges of information, knowledge, is a very welcome step. And representing a new party, Aam Aadmi Party, we do not have any political baggage of any kind. We are all afresh, we are all new, and whatever role can be assigned to us, I am taking the liberty, though Asutosh is here. If anything can be accorded to us, we will be happy to assist in this process. With these words, I think. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed. We're going to have a joint statement at the end of this morning's session, which will try to summarize the main recommendations. So that will be generally available. And we had the spokesman of the Ministry of External Affairs here as an observer, so it will be very easy for me to pass on this document to him. And if you know some way in which you can get the document to the other elements of our government who don't look upon me very favorably, I'd seek your help in that regard. But I fear that they look upon you even less favorably. But we'll try and get the message out.